What's up, y'all? It's your girl J Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I got a brother on the line, fine brother out here doing some amazing things. James Wright Tha. How you doing, bro?
Yo, I'm fine, man. How you doing? I'm amazing.
I'm doing very well, thank you. So, tell us who you are and where you from.
Well, my name is, I go by James Wright III. That's my birth name, actually, as well. But I am Muslim, so, I'm attributed Yasin, and preferably I prefer for, people to call me Yasin that actually know me, but for the most part, with everything that I got going on with the public situation and things like that, James Wright III, and I'm originally from North Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I've been down South Carolina. I did basic training down there. It was a nice place. So, I know you're incarcerated right now. Where are you located and how long you been down?
Well, right now I'm located in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm housed at a level 3 maximum security facility.
Okay, how long you been down, bro?
October 31st would be 19 years.
Okay.
Exactly. And I know when it come down to, individuals that's incarcerated, when people ask about, the case situation and stuff like that, a lot of people really don't get into the ramifications of it, and I'm not going to get into the ramifications of it as well, but I will briefly, touch on the situation.
For sure.
But,
Go ahead.
I have a drug-related murder situation. A lot of people in my situation, they always gripe and stress about, how they've been done wrong, or, everybody say that, the court did them wrong. These crackers did them wrong. That's always the thing. But in my situation, that's really the case. My situation was a self-defense situation. And there were some things that the state introduced throughout the course of my trial that my lawyer failed to object to, and that was the only thing that that technicality, but it was a crucial technicality, and it got me right here, sitting here fighting for my life. I have a natural life sentence without the possibility of parole.
Damn, bro. How do you stay motivated through all of that?
I tell people a lot of time, man, even my team and stuff like that, they kind of, I can be a bit much, you know what I'm saying? Because my ambition is crazy. But what really, 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 got me to where I am, man, is just, I wake up every morning feeling like I can't breathe. And when I tell people that, I have to explain what I really mean, because like every day that I wake up back here, I feel like I suffocate. So when somebody gives you, a life sentence in prison, when you get a life sentence in prison, man, that's on a whole different level. They ain't having a 10-year stint, a 5-year stint. These people are telling you that you're going to die in here. The only way you're going to leave out here is if you leave out here with a tag on your toe. So you're really buried alive in a sense.
Right.
So that's how I go about everything, and it just give me the extra fuel. It just fueled my ambition even more, man. My tenacity is crazy. Every day I wake up like this, so I got to be doing something. And another thing that keep me conscious to alleviate me from falling into the dead state that the majority of the guys around me has fallen into. They get up every day as soon as the doors open.
Right.
So as soon as the doors open, it's just they're running, looking, trying to find something to smoke, trying to get high, trying to find some weed. It's no productivity. you know, and I don't want to live like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live like that. You know, so that's my thing, man. Like that will keep me going. Like I just really be feeling like I'm suffocating, and I got to do everything that I got to do to get out of here. I don't like eating the prison food. I don't go to the kitchen, the cafeteria. I done been down all of this time, and the only time that I have went to the prison cafeteria was to do some unofficial business.
Right.
You know, yeah. But so I know that if I don't have family support. You know what I'm saying? Throughout this whole process, I never had family support, and so it's like if I don't want to eat that stuff, and I know if I'm not going to get up every day to go down there to eat that slop, I have to eat to survive. So I know I got to be on my shit.
Right.
Yeah, my grind got to be tight. So yeah, I
So when you say you don't have family support and stuff, like who's aiding you through all of this? Like how you been, maintaining this whole time?
Well, honestly, man, I remember when I first came down, I got arrested in Minneapolis, in St. Paul, Minneapolis in 2002, extradited back down here. My whole situation was just like a movie. I sat in the county jail for 2.5 years, but when I went to trial and I first came back to here, my mama, she used to just do whatever she could to send me $150 every week. Now, about the third week of her doing that, with me just being in this place and just seeing like how the mechanics of it was actually working with just the hustles and just what it's like a HUD with a fence around it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that isn't back here or that you can't get back here. Or if you put your mind to do anything back here, you can do it. There's no excuse to not be productive or successful being inside a situation like this. Not even if you don't have family support.
Right.
And me, I look at everybody around me as a potential dollar sign, not in the sense of material acquisitions, but in the sense of like, if I don't have my sister, she ain't doing nothing for me. I can't get my sister to help me, or I don't got no cousins, or nobody is doing nothing for my situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even with the productive things that they see that I have going on, nobody still don't even, offer to, to assist my situation. But it's cool. It keep me piped up to go harder. But
I can dig that.
I kind of just completely lost my train of thought.
That's all right. That's all right, bro.
It's just so much. You know what I'm saying? But
I can only imagine.
I'm gonna just continue it on. But what my soul throughout the years, and like it's a documentary that I'm working on, and one of the voiceovers, it says that I would have went over 15 years potentially without no shoes, no soap, no nothing, if it wasn't for the talents that Allah had blessed me with, the ambition that He blessed me with. You know what I'm saying? It would have been so hard on me back here. And who knows what would have done happen? I probably would have done lose my mind. This would have probably done happen.
You are definitely talented.
About the thing with my mama sending me the money, I'm sorry I lost track. You and the audience. But on behalf of what my mama was doing, and after I saw what was actually going on back here and stuff like that, I stopped it.
Right.
I stopped it because she been struggling, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I stopped it because it was just like, man, bro, you in a situation that you can still, you can still be self-sufficient.
Right.
And that's what happened. So from 2005 all the way on up until the present day, I've been doing exactly what I'm doing right now. The only reason why it just took so long for me to even just get at the point where I am today was because I've been forced to just meet people off of chat lines, and my roommate might have, man, you need to holler at my sister, or my bros around me, my Muslim brothers or whoever. This is, I found myself, in situations to where I've been dealing with people, and it just been end up being losses.
Right.
27,000 lost here, 7,000 lost here, 13,000 lost here. People taking advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? And bad investments and, poor decision-making skills, But it was a growing process, and I've been in a lot of situations back here, stabbings, caught up in situations with, employees, relations and stuff. And it just been a lot of setbacks, so, but I kept going. I ain't never stopped, and I ain't gonna stop.
For sure.
I find myself, needing a particular type of support or whatever, or things don't go accordingly with the individual or individuals that I may have in my life at those particular times. I just hit the reset button and start over. And like a lot of people, we go through things in life and we get scarred, and those scars, it kind of causes us to put a wall out. So we don't let people in. And my thing is that, you can kill your blessings off by doing that, And I remember listening to something Jay-Z said, man, and in a nutshell, he said, only thing it takes is just one time to be right. It just takes one time. So if they're saying that it's a 1 in a million chance for people from where I came from making it, as long as Allah keeps me breathing and alive, and I don't have no disabilities, and I'm able to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Like, you can try 900,000, you can fail 900,000 times. You know what I'm saying? It might just be that 996,000 times that you break through.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Consistency is a motherfucker, man. And so as long as you just got the ambition and just keep going, failure after failure after failure after failure after failure after failure after failure, man, fuck failure.
Right. Well,
real, and that's my mentality, man. And when I dealing with people who don't got it, I don't care about no emotions, I don't care about no feelings, I don't care about you telling me you love me. Man, if you ain't showing me that shit, man, the ways, actions, ambition, and everything that's conducive for what I got going on right now, man, like I keep it moving, man. I hit the reset button because I feel like I don't need nobody but Allah. I feel like I'm a real boss. I feel like I got my roommates around me. He right here. He'll tell you, like, this ain't no, I ain't right here just, painting no pictures. Like, it's really real with me.
100%. So speaking of real, let's talk about your music. What got you into your music?
Well, the music thing, man, I ain't never really been you got a lot of rappers and stuff like that, they hip-hop heads, and, I ain't never really cared about hip-hop. I you can ask me hip-hop history, I don't know.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's okay. It's all good.
I got rappers that I like,
right.
And that's just what it is. But where I grew up at, man, in Charleston, we had this TNT thing in the 90s, and it just been, Tennessee, New Orleans, and Texas. That was an underground music. And we were just on some murder music stuff. So a lot of the up north stuff, and I respect Jay-Z and the Cam'rons and the DMXs and stuff like that, but I never had one of their tapes or their CDs.
Right. I mean, I can understand that. Depending where you're from, different music hits different. I get it.
Yeah, but so what?
Yeah.
So I never had rap aspirations. You know what I'm saying? But until I was 17, and I've been in the county jail for a drug charge, and man, me and one of my partners, we just been in a room, it ain't been nothing to do, we've been bored, and he's just like, man, come on, man, let's just write a song, and I always could have beat a little bit or whatever, so I wrote a chorus, and I wrote a verse, and, he liked it, I liked what he wrote, and shit, and it just ain't never stopped from there.
All right, for sure. So which is your favorite track?
I don't really have a favorite song. It's too many, man. And once I really started listening to a lot of Jay-Z stuff, because I just respect. It's just man, he just did something amazing. You just got to respect that type of mindset. Yeah. I don't care what you say about Jay. You just got to respect that mindset, man. You got to crown him. You got to.
Right, for sure.
So just off of that respect, that I just end up just gaining, for his mindset. I sat down and I listened to a lot of his stuff. So it's too many.
Right. I can understand. That could be hard. So let me ask you this.
Yes,
I heard that you've been called an incarcerated CEO. So what does that mean? How did you get that title? Like, tell us more about that.
Oh, well, with the incarcerated CEO thing,
Yeah.
that been actually, those are like, hashtags that I use, and other just tags that I just I connect with myself, because it's like, it's catchy, you know what I'm saying. I think it's just good, for marketing tags and stuff like that. But as far as, well, the actually idea of the penitentiary boss, or the incarcerated CEO, or the incarcerated legend, or whatever, where those came from, is real. Is who I actually am. And
right.
Like, as far as the CEO thing, I actually have an established brand. I'm employing people. And like, yeah, so
okay.
CEO.
All right. So tell us about what is the Project Get Free or Die Trying?
What the Project Get Free or Die Trying thing is, in 2016, I just had got off the phone with a publishing with a marketing agency that I was been consulting with. And I was trying to see, like, I could have been had my books out, but my whole thing was like, why just because Amazon or all of these other platforms provide a platform for me to, or anybody else, to just upload a book and just boom and just publish? Like, who's just going to know it's there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I wanted to have like a successful situation. So like, I held it back and just kept investing in just different things, so I can like really, really, really. I talked to Boosie Management a couple of months ago. I got him about to do a promotional drop for my book as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So my thing was just like, man, get myself inside a situation, because my case situation is crazy, and I done lost over $320,000 since I've been back here sporadically. So my thing now is where my situation is crucial. My case situation is crucial. I'm over the statute of limitations in regards of certain issues that involving my case. So I don't have no time to be playing. So. Yeah, I got to get my money back up. I got to, man. I need to be able to cover my legal fees. I got witnesses that can free me. Yeah, so this is what I'm going hard for. But so when after I got off the phone with those people, they was just saying, just due to the fact that I was incarcerated, it wasn't really much they could have do with my material because social media is crazy, so they wanted to come up with a marketing situation for me for social media, if I could have provide, the content. And I started thinking and stuff like that, and then I saw I was looking at something on YouTube, and it was Master P, Robert Kiyosaki, and somebody else. But Master P had asked the question, and he said, "What does it take to become a millionaire?" And he said, if you got a product and you can come up with a brilliant enough strategy to market that product, to 1 million people at $1, it makes you a millionaire. And I was just like, dang, man, I just inside a crazy situation, man. Like, I can do some publicity stunt stuff, like stuff that you had a lot of celebrity figures that were incarcerated and still incarcerated that haven't done exactly what I'm doing, and not in the sense of like the financial part of it, because you got a lot of millionaires that have been in prison. But I'm talking about just the create and how all of the risky stuff that I am actually doing. All of this stuff is a strategy, is planned out. So this is what Project Get Free or Die Trying is. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was I came up with the project, and the project is a compilation of rare videos, musicals, and just all types of stuff that I did right here in my cell. And the crazy, I don't know if you got an opportunity to see some of like the rooms that I done did. but it was like on some prison cell going wild stuff, and the rooms are crazy with the design work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did it myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I'll just put the project together, connect a documentary and my books and interviews and everything with it, and release it. Just send it to CNN, send it to just send, everywhere. And so I've been talking to a lot of journalists and DJs and all types of reporters. Everybody, I got all types of people really anticipating just the project in itself. So
that's dope as hell. It's gonna be fire. I can already see.
Every day inside here, you got dudes inside here that's attached to the canteen, the visitation, the TV. They don't want to go to lockup. They scared to go to lockup, but they fighting for their life. They got life sentences, 20 years, 30 years, and got all types of talents, but they don't want to do particular things because they fear the administration, And so my whole thing with the Project Get Free or Die Trying thing is man, I don't care nothing about none of that, because when I do it, it's not going to be a situation where I'm going on social media, just doing some sleazy rap, busting some sleazy raps and smoking blunts and brandishing knives. It's going to be productive. It's going to be elegant. It's going to be professional. And even if they don't, even when they see this stuff and they be like, even if ethically I'm not supposed to do this because of policy and procedure, man, inwardly, them crackers ain't gonna do. You don't got no choice but to salute this. You don't have no choice but to.
For sure, I heard that, bro.
Yeah, it's
so let
positive.
me ask you. So you've been you've gotten into novel writing and stuff. So tell us more about your novel.
Back in 2008, matter of fact, I was at the same prison that I'm at right now. But me and the employee that used to work here, he got caught bringing some stuff in, and he told the administration that he was bringing it for me, and told them about another chick that I was dealing with that was here at that particular time back in 2008. But anyway, so I was on lockup and stuff like that. So, cats around me and stuff like that, they, sent me some books and stuff like that to read or whatever. But the majority of the books that, came, they've been the urban novels. It been my first time, even, seeing the urban novels or whatever, and taking the time out to read any of them. But,
your novel.
As I've been reading them, I just been like, dang, man, these shit whack, man. I can write better. They've been good, but I could have write better stories than them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I can write better books than these. And me always thinking how I be thinking on this grind and this hustle thing, this entrepreneur stuff. I looked at the price tag on the price stamp on the book. And I've been like, dang, $14.95. They doing this? And man, I started writing them. I said, man, I'm gonna write me one and see how it come out and pass it around and see what people think, And that's
what's
what
the
happened.
name of it?
Blood on Remount Road. It was actually I'm about to release a novel right now on my debut. It's Paradoxes of Life. But that's the fifth novel.
Okay.
That was the fifth novel I wrote. But this novel, the only reason why I'm releasing it first is because it fits what I'm trying to do more better.
Okay.
It fits my marketing,
I got you.
But the Blood on Remount Road was like urban horror. It was crazy. As you've been getting into it, you would have think that, it been gonna be like one of these situations to where the dude got out of prison and just ended up with a bunch of keys, got Jamaican drug lord.
Right,
but
right.
That doesn't happen at all. Yeah,
okay.
It flips and get on some Stephen King.
Okay. Yeah, make sure we check that one out for sure.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to do a double release, but then I lost some money and
yeah, I know how that goes.
But
let me ask you this. So, what you're currently incarcerated for, but you chose a bullet as your company logo, So what made you choose that?
Oh man, I done been asked that question by a lot of people, and that had encouraged me against it if I was gonna do what I was doing, because they supposed to be, well, I don't know if you know, but they got it on the table. It's a bill on the table in South Carolina for anybody who done did 14 and a half years.
Uh-huh.
Or better, that have that have a unparolable sentence, you would be eligible every 2 years.
Okay.
So my thing was like, worst case scenario, it's a lot of things changing. So my thing was, so the idea was like, man, that can, look bad for, parole situation, the bullet, and it's like, dang, why every time somebody see a bullet, why? Because, like, we are supposed to bear arms, and like when we talking about firearms or swords or any weapon, it don't become, a negative thing until you use it in a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? You got people, guns save lives every day. You know what I'm saying? You got countries that fight wars to protect their assets with weaponry. These people invest billions of dollars and war and just war equipment. So, but with the final round thing and the bullet thing, man, it's just like, that's the last round. So I it's synonymous to every day. Me just getting up and, and this, I don't know if you ever saw the incorporation logo, but it has some boxing gloves on it, and the bullet is jumping in the air. But so with the final round thing, it's just like, man, like, if you only got one bullet left in that gun, how are you going to use it? When it's the 12th round in the fight, how hard you going to go,
Right.
So, so that's what that is about. But there's no negative expressions,
Right.
involved with it at all.
Well, thanks for explaining that to us. You've been very active since you've been behind the G-Wall, staying motivated, staying productive and stuff like that. So, what would you tell somebody that's behind the G-Wall right now that's, might be struggling in motivation and productivity?
Man, if any of you bros listening or come across this, and if you already got a entrepreneur mentality, mindset or whatever, doing what you got to do to overcome your situation, your plight, or accomplish them aspirations, and cool. But for those that this may reach, that just feel like, because there's a lot of people, back here that just really just feel like they just don't, there's no way. There's no way. And really, man, it's hard, man. It's hard. It takes a really, 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 certain type of individual to really, because you got a lot of, I'm sure that there's a lot of talent back here. You got poets back here, artists, and it's so much talent back here.
Yes.
And what's crazy about it is that 99.9% of the talent that's back here will never be heard of. And it's just not just because they're in prison. It's just because, they don't have the motivation. Right. They don't have the motivation or the know-how to, and like, man, look, a lot of people be like, man, who see me and they just be thinking that I'm so straight, like how I used to be at one point in time with the money or whatever.
Right.
And it's just like, man, like, y'all dudes don't understand. Y'all think I got family helping me. Nobody don't send me no canteen money. Nobody don't nothing. I take care of people. Other prisons help. I talk about so like nobody like do nothing for me. Like, seriously. As far as the team that I got now, man, I want to shout them out, man. I want to shout them out, man. Big ups to them, man. And I love that support. But the thing about it, these are individuals that I never knew before prior to my incarceration.
Right.
It's crazy. So, like, man, if you really want to be successful, man, and y'all bros, man, man, if y'all got them talents, man, like, man, utilize them, man. Research, man, study. It's a lot of information. It's easy to get information. I'm sure the same way how I'm able to conduct this right now, man, is some way that, y'all bros can be able to do the same thing. Or, a lot of majority of the individuals back here that, that have these devices inside their possession, they don't use them for productive, they don't use them for productive means. Right. They go sit on YouTube all day and watch porn and, all type of dumb shit, man. Nobody got time for that. Like, I don't play at all.
Right.
I don't play on Facebook. I don't play on Instagram. Yeah, this is about business.
Right. You handling your business.
Yeah, that's about business. I do what I gotta do, and I get on through. I don't give a fuck what nobody got going on. They don't give a. You're not, especially the individuals that show me that they don't give a fuck about me. Don't call me now, or want to inbox me now, or try to write me a letter now, because you see what I've been telling y'all for so many years coming to fruition.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like, so you ain't know me then, don't know me now.
You know what to do, bro. You know what to do.
Y'all push, man. Y'all can do it, man. And let me be the motivation if you don't got it. Because if I can do it, and you got a lot of people that, end up becoming successful, and they always say, if I can do it, you can do it. Man, look, man, research my situation, man. Like I'm telling you, man, from, getting it out concrete and steel, man. Getting it out. And matter of fact, my roommate right here, he just asked him, getting it out concrete and steel. Stamp it, bro. What's up, bro? Yeah, just to let you hear that you right here in the background and that I'm playing, like, yeah, so.
All right, so before we let you go, bro, I want you to spit something for us a cappella. Give us some of that fire right quick. Go on, give it up.
All right, let me see, man. Fed bomb, high risk, natural life in prison, no more state bids, nope, gingerbread man, yeah. Catch me if you can, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Fed bomb, high risk, natural life in prison, no more state bids, nope, gingerbread man, yeah. Catch me if you can, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. 100 bands on the track, came home and did no faking. My bros I left behind, that's caged up, my inspiration. Gotta go hard to penitentiary on both of my shoulders. Mr. Life sentence, alhamdulillah, it's almost over. Fossils, the rollies, New Balance, the Gucci loafers, prison buses, the Lamborghini, steel benches, the leather sofas, and my guns tucked inside my holsters. No more holes in my boxes, holding no blades. I out here and I fucking heavy kosher. See me mixing up with stars. How many killers you know out the hood caught life and wiggle from behind bars, but you cowards steady hating. Revision the jigger, all killers love it just to see that another killer made it, so I brush my shoulders off. Pimp tight him JG, corner pocket motherfucker, 8 balls. Salam alaikum to my brothers. Peace by Muhammad, I'll never apostatize my covenant. Talk
Appreciate that, bro. I want to thank you, for taking this time to holler at us and let, people in a little bit on your story. Y'all make sure that you, look into them. So how can the people connect with you on Instagram or Facebook?
Man, you can follow me on Facebook at Author James Wright III. And Instagram is James Wright III, and it's spelled just like how James Wright is, but the third is THA3RD, James Wright III, and final round FRU Publications as well.
All right, for sure. Well, definitely, again, we appreciate you. All right, folks, this is your girl, J. Renee, with Prison Riot Radio. Peace.